Welcome back to more Satisfactory. We have just crossed midnight in my end of the world, so it's a new day. Good morning and cheers. I really like that I've gotten into the habit of ending each session with taking a screenshot. It makes the post-processing so much easier. Good morning to you too. Drinking in the morning, yes. And what were we doing? We were not here. We are going here to this location. So wait, I always open my beer now. What? You always opened your beer now. I don't think that's a correct sentence. Not that you have to make correct sentences. Wow, JD, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. So, you doing anything to celebrate your birthday? All these have to be 50% until I gear up. Or, you know what? They don't need to be 50%. They just don't work very well. It's 5 o'clock in Texas. Well, AV Peter, 5 o'clock. So you're Texas bound. Okay. Right. We still have an issue. And this one is the issue. Here. It requires these. Let's see. When all is said and done, I will have 90 here. And then if I take the 90 and put the 72 in here, then I only have 18 left that doesn't go into this. That's a bit. And then I need 40 concrete per minute and 40 concrete per minute. How much is that actually? Concrete? That's 15. So that's 3 machines. That's a lot. That's actually a hell of a lot of limestone we need for this. Whoa, I need to calculate it. So this is times 3. 40 times 3. That's 120, right? Can you ban, please, for spam and marking with BS via DM unless Nilaus did get a free placement and I can get one for free too? I don't think Apollos is here, so let me see if I can figure out. Vichu, with the 50%, it is 60 per minute. Doing anything really special? Kids, sport, and I'll finally see the Avengers movie. Oh, okay. You want to know the end? Okay, St. Cabbage, you're rocking it already. Awesome. All right, so we need to find... No, stop doing that. I think we'll forget this for now, because let's build this awesome and then do the other one. Oh, timed him out? Only time out? Wing the band hammer. We'll, of course, Hub got him first. I mean, what do you expect? This is also going to be interesting. On the other hand, maybe we should be careful about banning someone just because JD says so. Do we really? How well do we know JD? What is his credibility here? Maybe he's just out there to ruin the day of anyone. And then you're like, oh, can we also ban? But it's JD's birthday. That doesn't mean he gets to ban whoever he likes. I'm pretty sure just yes. Okay, there. Oh. So, JD, by the way, You said you had an interview with Jace? I didn't see it. Is it on your channel? Three, four. Yes, it is. Awesome. I'll check it out. So some fellow Australian. Is it subtitled? Do we have closed captions on it? I think that's pretty cool. That was really good investment you did there with your Milo. Have you ever been opposed to a command or something before seeing cabbage? Well, I think I once beat Habos and issuing a command when he was raiding me, so he was probably stuck or something. Except, of course, I did the command wrong, so he had to do it himself. So, if that's my biggest claim to fame in that regard, if that counts for something. You spoke English. All right, cool. You never know. That seems to be the middle. Here. I am, by the way, for anyone who is wondering, yes, I know, I'm using way too many splitters. That's just how I like this. I like these designs where I don't like this design. Who the hell built that? Shit. Oh, they're all wrong. Well, at least I'm consistently bad. That was actually correct. The problem, I am reading chat and killing a zombie horde in Days Gone at the same time. Why is that a problem? It's only humans who can't multitask. Should be able to do that. 1, 2. No, that one. Oh, that's a pretty good jump. There. Everything's working, except none of it is working, but that's kind of the point. And then we have... See, this video is where I am saved by... You say it's not wise to run a mainline through here. I agree, but it is not as bad because I'm running it through both levels. So that means if I accidentally disconnect one, then the next level up will still carry the power. But I think from an engineering perspective, you're absolutely right. Also, I use too many power poles in the name of symmetry. What? Oh, they cross over. I thought it was the other way around. There. Then I'm just gonna use even more. Don't tell me that it would be better if it was on the other side. And I did it incorrectly, that one. There. Whew, that makes it somewhat safe. And there's link for the interview dropped in your Discord. Cool. And I will just encourage everyone to check it out because it's probably awesome. Probably. Oops. There's a little hiccup here because let's see. We're gonna need these two to go back to the blue at some point. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a long run back here. That's gonna take a while. So I really want these to come out on that side. Somehow. Well, they can, but right now we just stockpile. Summit. This is pretty good, I think. Now we need to find some limestone. Make it a good one. Well, that's just perfect. That's probably over there. Oh, there. That's not bad, but this 150 is, oh my god, perfect. Am I good or am I lucky? And I don't care because sometimes it just works. It's a pure one. Oh! Oh, this is so nice. Sometimes things just work out, right? Sometimes things just work out. Oh, that's good stuff. Woo! You're both. So just when we are saying, we need 120 limestone, I wonder where we can find that. Oh, you mean like literally next door. And this is one of the few times in the English language where the word literally actually means literally. Have you guys noticed that as well? That 90% of times people are saying literally, they don't mean literally. They mean figuratively. It's a pet peeve of mine. Hey, Hap, how's your zombie killing? Maybe you should focus a bit more on zombie killing. Snide comments have no place here. I literally shake my head 90% of the time when I hear people use literally figuratively. Yeah. Do you literally shake your head? Encroaching on someone else's clearance? Well, don't. That'll just jump over, get up there. Perfect. Should I build it on the second floor? Second floor or third floor? It is actually working really nice as completely white.
A gleaming endowment.
Ooh, that's nice. Rob, thank you very much for the $10 donation. Right out of the blue. That's very nice of you. Thank you for extending the stream. Always enjoying it. Sorry if my chat messages are not always that correct. Wise. Why would you say that? Now I have to go back and look for what you said. That is perfectly fine then. Thank you very much. Every little bit helps, for sure. Oh, the beard shear always thing. Oh, right. What? I already forgot, so can't be that bad. And you know, this one will also be staying up here. Ooh, that's a bad one. Okay, killing a main power line, and maybe I'll remember to build it again. 120. So there are literally hundreds of people to remind you, Nilaus. Oh, there are these brilliant things, and I don't know if the English language works the same way. I think it does, because there is no correct way of speaking Danish figures, right? There are only the way people are speaking it. So if, and I don't know if this is also the same for sort of correct English language. So if enough people are using expressions incorrectly, they just change meaning. And I'm like, no. Just because everyone's an idiot doesn't mean that we have to all be idiots. Or go with the idiots. That's. Oh, I like this, by the way. Yeah, most languages are like it, but for me it's. I don't like that. I maybe that's just how languages work, but the whole idea of, oh yeah, by the way, people don't know how to speak the language, so they've changed the expression. So soon, I mean, I like words gradually. Of course, words have to evolve, but when there are expressions that literally means the opposite, then it just. It annoys me that it's just like, oh well, now the meaning is changed. And especially when it's direct contradictions, when it's exactly the opposite meaning, then it becomes bad, dangerous, maybe a bit big word for it, but problematic for a language. Let's just say that. Not so funny anyway, but when I hear Danish, for my ears it sounds like a potato in your throat. Yeah, it's an ugly language. There's no doubt about it, and it's also a very difficult language to learn because we do not pronounce the words, because that would be too easy. So it's an ugly language, and it's very difficult to understand. And there are basically 500 people speaking it, maybe 5 million, but you get the point. So it yeah. So it's kind of hard to justify. Could I just jam this in here somehow? I think I'm gonna regret it, but I think I should, instead of building another floor. Hey Caesar, good evening. Hope you don't finish early. If I finished early, I would have left already. So we are already beyond leaving early. Let's see this one. So let's pretend this one is here, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if that's gonna work. It's almost. There are lots of languages that genuinely sound beautiful when you don't understand them. And then there are languages that don't. This is good all the way through. This one is closed off, this wall. Yeah, it's true that languages have to evolve, and I also I don't like Danish rap or hip hop, but I must admit that they have some very interesting new expressions, and I think that's pretty cool. And at first they sound horrible, and then suddenly they start sneaking into sort of ordinary language. This is where we built the concrete. I was I was holding shift and then right clicking and left clicking. That didn't really do much. Yeah, a few years back I worked with someone that was Danish, and I had a hard time understanding what he was saying. He had to repeat like 10 times before. Didn't want to work with me at all anymore. And Rodden, where are you from? Just for reference. Sweden, I would guess. Norway. Okay. See, I have this trick. I used to not really understand Swedish or Norwegian, for that matter, and it's impolite to be, as a fellow Scandinavian, not to be able to communicate in Scandinavian. We should be able to do that, right? It's such a small neighborhood, so we should be able to communicate. But when you can't, you can't. That's just, can't really do anything about it. So what I usually did was just I turned up my Copenhagen accent until they admitted that they didn't understand what I was saying. It's like, all right, I guess we'll switch to English then. That's for business purposes. I can drive a day east and not understand the English being spoken. Accents are killer for us. You're in Texas? Really? I've always been astounded by the uniformity of the American language. If you like take East Coast and West Coast, then it's like, yeah, sure, there's a Boston accent, there's a West Coast accent, and oh, I thought you were Texas. Oh, Montana? Yeah, and I can definitely hear the difference, but yeah, and of course, Southern is different, but it's right. So let's see. We actually need 2 machines now. How the hell do we do this? This is gonna be so crowded, I don't like it. I'm gonna need 2 of these. Redeem magic, not gonna work here. No magic to redeem. Nice try though. You got lots of things going on, but magic that can be redeemed is not one of them, unfortunately. Redeem magic. What? And now I'm getting curious. What are you trying to do? Because I mean, maybe I want to redeem some magic. Oh, I do that all the time. Okay, so this is where I want to place it. This is where I think I place it, and this is where I should be placing it. I'm gonna spend the rest of the night on this. Yay! I just created an account on League of Legends and my nickname is okay. So even though some place people are called foreigners because none understand them. Yeah. East Coast US, okay. Yeah, but I think it's when you're especially living in a small country as I am, the fact that there are so much difference in the accent, it's crazy. I think the fact that we have basically are not able to speak to each other because of accent. It's crazy. That one. And I guess I'm just pretty desperate on this one. Not sure it can even be done. Come on. Really? One. Is that enough? It's enough. So it's one off. One off. That one goes here. So you go in there. This one goes and in there. Yep. And from here, I think this one should not be here, but actually be 1, 2. There. Anyone have any idea what I'm doing? Or am I just... I'm doing this steel 36 plus 20. Which kind of means this one doesn't need to be... Oh, okay, it doesn't. And this one as well. Cased industrial beams. There. So. I need a merger. Pointing that direction. Is it pointing that direction? Yep. That's not a good clipping example. There. Now I can do this. Split up. Hey, if it clips, we just redo it. And that one goes in there. And I need one more merger. Coming towards the other one. Here. 1, 2. I think I'll leave for tonight in front of the PC since I woke up today 2:40 p.m. and my eyes have been hurting for quite some hours. Thanks for the awesome stream and keep up the good work. See you next time. Well, thank you very much, Ron, and then definitely take care of yourself. We can't have you in any Nilaus inflicted injuries around here. Being sued for causing eye damage. Not good. Yeah, we got a bit of stuff here. Alright, so this should be working gradually, slowly, and it gets worse. Because now these two have to be merged and put into a box and get out at one of these locations. So I guess that 1, 2, 3. Right? So I can move these further over. I probably should do that, shouldn't I? It's illegal to produce two things in one location. I'm kind of seeing these as intermediate products and not as pure products. None of these are end products, they're only intermediates. That's why. So it becomes a steel thing. I could also build it on a floor up, but let's go to. Yes, alright, Miss Timony, thank you for joining. Been very quiet today. And Rob's saying, by the way, Nilaus, friend just started playing Factorio recently. Told him to watch your videos. He told me when he looks for Factorio on YouTube, he always gets you. I'm so glad. Yeah, that's also something I've noticed recently. That if you search for YouTube, search for Factorio, it starts becoming more often my videos that come up. Either Vanilla Done Right or my Welcome to Factorio. Which is nice. Very nice. Cannot complain about that. One, two. And I'll then take this one out. That is not a lot. Wow. But then I guess I knew that. Next one. This one. I honestly have to be a bit different. So this is a... Oh, I could have kept it. Never mind. Could have done it like this, because this one... Oh, hold on. This is going to be 90. So I hope you're speeding up as well. Yes. This one is also going to be 72, so has to be faster. But this one. 1, 2. Now if only I could also do the same for Satisfactory, but that doesn't seem to be the case, at least not now. Not yet, at least. In terms of just being the preferred location. But then again, I'm choosing a different method for Satisfactory. Satisfactory really doesn't fit very well as a YouTube Let's Play. It fits really well to the guy that let's game it out, the new rock star of pretty much anything. Holy shit, that channel has grown insanely. I've never seen anything like it. It is so crazy. And you can only be a bit envious of that. I guess you've all seen that, where let's break the game and that kind of thing. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. I was looking at the first thing I watched on his channel. I was like, oh, okay, well, like 5,000 subs, that's really, subscribers, that's really strange. He has really good quality and everything is awesome about it. And then I checked like 2 days later and it's like, oh, 65,000 subscribers. What? It's a something. How about playing Stellaris? Don't even know it, to be honest. I don't even know it. They are here, they are here. Okay, I think we got it. These are now 3 boxes and they are ready to go out into these 3 locations. That is good. Now let's wire it up. How am I gonna wire these 3 up? I'm just sometimes amazed at how YouTube works, because it's like when you're working hard for many years on something and then you just see someone else come in and just do something, and literally over a week have gotten the same result as I've gotten over the last 4 years. Okay, and it's not because it's not. There's no way of hiding behind the fact that like, oh well, that's a different game or that's a different genre or something. It's exactly. If he made a Factorio video, he could get 100,000 views in one day. And it's crazy. And yeah, I couldn't build the stuff and I couldn't come up with it. So it's unique and awesome, but damn, it's sometimes I really have this feeling that there's something missing in a way, like I'm doing something wrong, if that makes sense. Like I should be doing something different. That one can easily go in here. That one is more difficult to get in here. Can't do that. 1, 2. 1, 2. There. Alright, that works. He makes different versions than you and just happened to be same game for once. Oh, absolutely. Very different. And I couldn't do that. He is also like extremely entertaining and I'm not. So there's a lot of things that I'm really impressed by the editing and he has this really cool way of and that's something I could learn from and just like, oh yeah, and then I did this thing and that little thing that just mentioned was like 5 hours of work and still it's like, yeah, just a little thing. Like, wow. That has to be here. That's pretty cool. Nope, not that one. It's nice to see that we're getting some here. Yay! Why? Oh, right, they are still in the wrong warehouse. Whoops. But let's now, for now, keep always this here. And look at this. Look at it rolling. Whee! That's it. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. How did I just fly over the ledge? Damn. Alright, Stellaris. I have quite a few hours in Stellaris and just played the early game. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know about Stellaris. I don't have any much opinion about it. That is actually a pretty cool thing that we just did now. Except that I've now collided it with these two, and that's horrible and awful and a giant disaster. Okay, well, I guess it's easier to kill this one. Yeah, it is. Ah, that's Borodima, yeah. Run the 2 belts on top of them. Not so keen on it. I actually wanted... I can easily just get them into the next one. 2 over. Although the issue with that is now it starts getting into this domain here. Okay, let's see. Run the 2 belts on top of them. Oh, it's gonna be too messy because they have to come down and then get a bit out. And oh, that's so bad. I have an idea. We're gonna keep it like this. And my idea is typical idea you get at this time of night. So let's start with the question of what if I did and maybe you'll just say, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yes. Somehow just underneath here. Like that. You're trying to get, see? Okay, obviously, I can't get all the way over here, even though I want to. But I could somewhere in the middle, because I have this one. I could say it's this one and this one, yeah? So that one. Tower factory, almost like my tower factory, not quite. Here, here, and then take that one out. Now we need one more. But then it'll be stuck on the underside of this. I think that would be pretty nice. So. And this is where things get a bit interesting. Because I need to get up there, obviously. Smash. There is just enough room to walk. So we'll build it here. I don't know if I want to keep this once it's done, but we can also just undo it, but I could take to here, and then I can take it out on the other side and then bring it down. Now that's not bad. Ramp, ladder, walls, anything, everything, all the things. Oh, this looks good. We can then consider afterwards whether we want to delete this, so we just have the belt. I don't really mind having the belt just fly underneath here. That's more up to you guys. Whether you find that offensive. And I will continue building this, because otherwise I fear that I will not be able to properly build this one. Is it really out here? Yeah, it is. Oh, I think maybe if I do this. Would then be better at scaling out here. Ah, I saw something. There. I'll take a bit of damage. That seems to be... Oh. And I think that's... Oh. I like this. I like it a lot. I like it way more than I should. And I'm also going to remove everything. So it's gonna fly in here. I'm gonna justify it by saying that, I don't know. Build a stackable power conveyor pole instead of stackable. Then I'll have to clip it into the next one to make it look stackable. In the middle? Like there? And then here as well? I mean, this is purely for aesthetic, right? Which means I take this one out, and then I do that one. This one. I'm waiting for confirmation that this is what we intend. In your head you pictured a nicer. That sounds like what women usually say when I meet them on a first date. Yeah. There you go. I think this is okay. It could have been slightly better if it was. But if we have... But it seems you could also just delete the pole in the middle. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, let's build the other ones. They are interesting. How did I build this? How the hell did I build it? Like this, maybe? 3, 4. Actually, I got an idea. Maybe it'll look better if I take it one down. Jump and move out. Yes, yes, yes. 4. So this is the same height as the other one. Then this one is one less. See, now we have the next issue. Is this would actually go a bit up. So if I wanted to keep it, I would somehow have to... This is actually strange that it can snap like that, because it can't snap to any of these. This would be flush to the floor, which isn't really an option. Why is this even an option, that it snaps to 1 meter intervals? I'm not using tractors. Tractors don't work. Bit of a categorical statement here. I would like this with that one, but it doesn't really work. We're gonna go down and build it like the other one. Like the other one. There. We could just do it from the inside. then it has to be done in a specific sequence. Where this one. Whoa, 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 no, ow! Oh, I didn't think I would die from it. I thought I would just take a bit of... Oops. Well, we can do this. Are we ready? Alternate steel. Here we go. Alternate steel. 3, 2, 1. No alternate steel. What the hell is that? Enriched steel. And alternate Nobelisk. Damn it. I guess we'll take this one, which is completely useless, I think. That's the gooder. That's the gooder. Well, if it's the gooder, then we'll take it. But that is... Hey, Doc Holiday. Don't mind me, I'm just dying here. Oh, it's more efficient, but you need sulfur. And... okay, do we have to go through this again, Cassinator? Because, look at this base. Where would you put tractors? If I have to put tractors in this, I have to remove every single belt. Tractors seem, for me, very good at long distances. I don't have long distances. I have short distances, and if I need to use tractors here, then I need to remove every single belt, and I need to make sure that they have dedicated lanes, which means I need to build tractor lanes in multiple heights. It also needs to make sure that since I have tractor stops at each location, I need a fuel belt that goes through everyone, which means I need a dedicated belt to go everywhere, or I need one more truck on a separate dedicated network to transport fuel. It is just not feasible. It is a... See, why did I take 2 of these? Are you... I didn't take 2 of them, I guess. Alright. That's great. Maybe this is a sign that we've been going on for too long. I think this might be the very last thing I need to do. Okay, there's one thing that I cannot accept any argument against, and that is tractors must have dedicated path. You cannot have different tractors operating on the same roads. If you do that, it's just a matter of time because they blow up and go anywhere. So once you get that settled, then you start looking around and saying, that's an awful lot of trucks. That's an insane amount of trucks. I mean, to this one, it would be 10 trucks inbound. I have a tough time seeing 10 trucks being transported inbound in completely separate networks. They only probably cross paths, exactly. And they will cross path when you have a network of towers like this. So, tractor is 6 sugar cube, yes. Alright. F is some game that says F to pay respect. I don't even know what game it is from. My phone also tells me to go to bed now. I think it's right. And that one. That one. And hold on. I wish it had a sound. It did have a sound. Lovely. Alright, well, I'll cut that out in the editing. Right? I really was trying to, because I wanted to make tractors in this in space. I really wanted to do it, but I started looking at it. I started looking around like, all right, then I'm gonna get one tractor path, and that's actually what I started with here. This is a tractor path there because it needs one tile over, one tile back. And then I started looking at it and it's like, oh, but if I need a tractor stop here, then I need fuel there. So that means I need to find the fuel, let's say coal, to get there, but I also need it here just to be absolutely sure. Then suddenly I need to bring a coal belt from here that goes all the way. Hold on, why don't I just bring the materials on the belt? And then I started scaling, looking at the bigger scale, and like, this doesn't scale. I think it makes sense if you're transporting things 2 kilometers or more, maybe 1 kilometer, but you basically it works between different bases that have fuel. I think that's a key point as well, where I think it really makes more sense. Why is this one not going down? It can't be because it's full. Oh, it is full. Nice. If you have more space between, oops, and now I'm too afraid of jumping down. Like, oh no, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. So I think the way I used the truck in the previous series was actually quite correct. For the oil, to bring oil back, it worked really well until I started derping too much. So now the question, do we want this? I don't think so. I don't think that really does anything good for the design, the looks of it. Fuel on both stops is kind of a luxury. It's a luxury that if you don't do it, I think you will get in trouble. Okay, so it's just because it's flat. I like this. I like it a lot. I think this is going to be where we wrap up this stream. Can't believe that we did not get the oil we wanted. Yeah, underground belts. Yep. It's from Call of Duty. Okay, well, I think it's time for me to wrap up this stream. We've been doing quite well. We built a new tower from scratch. We brought coal, steel back, and if you just look at it from the stream perspective, so this stream, we went from not having steel to having steel pipes, steel beams, and industrial encased industrial beam. Yes, so we have those. That's actually not bad if you look at it sort of in total, but still it's 5 hours. Yeah, so it does take a while to build stuff, especially in the beginning. I wasn't particularly effective, but we have a new tower and someone needs to color it at some point, but then that's an issue for another day. Maybe a gray color would be right. So let's just wrap up on what's gonna happen. Tomorrow evening I will be streaming Portal 2, and I promise you I'll be less salty. I've been thinking about it, and yeah, I think it was only the immediate disappointment that made me sort of run afoul on the environmental puzzles. If they had been standing alone, then they would be awesome. But it was more like the, ooh, I want the other ones, and I was like, oh, is it done? Do I never get the other ones anymore? Oh, and that was probably the reason. And Sunday evening, I will be streaming starting my new Factorio series. So if it is at all possible, then drop by there so you get the start going. It might be a bit bumpy start because we are running a lot of mods and a lot of an API that communicates into the game. It's really awesome, and it might need a bit of tweaking, but it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be brand new, and yeah. If I don't know anyone on Satisfactory, Factorio, Colonel Will streaming. Let me just have a look. Let's see. Oh, we have John Bain. We'll jump to John Bain. That's then you can see a nice base. We stay on this when I want to stay on here, and John Bain builds fantastic factories. They are so aesthetically pleasing. He is not the fastest builder. I will look like a speedrunner compared to him, but this will also look like yeah, a ramshackle bunch of spaghetti compared to what he will. So thank you everyone for joining. Let's jump over and just say hi before I go to bed. So see you guys, and see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Take care.